Hi Leo, welcome. Thanks so much for tuning into my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. You are watching a general love reading for the sign of Leo for mid-month October. This is a general love reading, and that means that it can apply to any type of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you might be dealing with. I also want to remind my viewers to be flexible with the energy. Don't be overly concerned about the gender of the cards. You can mix and match the roles within the reading, and that means you can be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards, regardless of gender. You might feel like I am reading for you. You could potentially feel like you're cross-watching for somebody else. Parts of the reading might resonate while other parts may not. So take what does, leave behind what doesn't. I hope that you enjoy the reading, but I also hope that you get something beneficial out of it. So I hope that it's worth your while and worth your time. Carmilla's here. She's hanging out today for your reading. She's being a pretty good bird today. She already had her bath. She had some grape for breakfast. She's in a pretty good mood, so we'll keep our fingers crossed. She's already sneaking in behind my hair, trying to bite my ear, as you can tell. She's playing games with me already. Either that or she's looking for a place to nap. One of the two. Okay, Leo, I also want to say if you are brand new to my channel, first of all, welcome. Thanks for tuning in. There is more information about my videos and my channel in the description box if you want to take a look there, including the names of the decks and the creators of the decks that I use and returning viewers. Welcome back and thank you for supporting me. I appreciate it. Okay, let's get started. Last shuffle and a cut, and then let's see what's up for Leo. Here we go. We have the Page of Cups in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Swords. Justice. And the Emperor in reverse. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Three of Cups. And then we have the Six of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel like there could be some kind of upset or upheaval within maybe a family unit or a group dynamic. What I'm getting from this first set of cards is it's possible some truth is coming out, or you're becoming clear about something, a situation. And it feels like things are moving forward as they should be, but there's some mixed feelings with regard to what's going on. Some people are feeling good about it, might be feeling happy about it, and then there's others who feel the opposite. Maybe some disappointment, things aren't quite going the way you would anticipate. For some reason, I get the feeling Leo's on the side of being a little disappointed, but we'll see what else comes out with the cards. That's the first message I have so far, Leo, so we'll see what else we get. We'll see if I'm on the right track. One more shuffle and a cut. And I know why she's doing her cuddling thing. She's really cute when she does this. But she just took a bath, and it's actually kind of a chilly... She just bit my ear. It's actually kind of a chilly morning. And I gave her some kind of warm water to take her bath in today, so she really enjoyed the bath. But when she was out, she knew she was going to be a little chilly drying off. So I think that's why she's tucked under my hair. She's probably cold. Anyway, here we go. Second round. Six of Wands. King of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Wands, Ten of Swords, Five of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, this time in the upright, clarifying the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Eight of Swords in reverse. And then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, so there's some kind of conflict, Leo, that you're dealing with within a family unit or family dynamic. And when I say conflict, there's some kind of disagreement, or there's two separate sides, or two different perspectives about a situation where I get the feeling again that some people are content with the outcome, and I do feel like there's been some kind of outcome with the Ace of Swords and Justice out here. It feels like an ending of some sort with the Ten of Swords coming out here with Justice. So there was some kind of conflict, and attached to that some kind of ending, and it created some kind of upheaval or discontentment within a family unit, within a family dynamic. However, it feels like some people are satisfied with the results, or happy with the results, or feel content, while others may not, may feel opposite that. So this could potentially be a legal situation, maybe a divorce or legal separation, or some kind of family business. Maybe there's some kind of litigation regarding that, or something of that nature. But I feel like you received some kind of information or news, clarity, and there's been an ending. Again, it could be you know, you could be involved in an actual lawsuit or something of that nature with Justice coming out here. And it resulted in some kind of ending. And, you know, typically, I guess, I mean, this isn't that unusual. There's going to be a side that's happy with the results and a side that's not so happy with the results. Right? I guess that's kind of normal. So we have this King of Pentacles that showed up in the reading. He's in reverse. So the King of Pentacles in reverse, you know, typically when he's in the upright, this can be somebody who is a provider and a protector, a father figure. Oh, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to smack you, but you are starting to bite my ear, so we're going to do this. Let me just get comfortable. She's unhappy because I took the blanket off, but she was starting to bite my ears. Anyway, where was I? So this King of Pentacles, typically in the upright, he can be kind of a father figure, provider, protector, someone who's a hard worker, that type of individual, very loyal, very compassionate, puts others first, that type of individual. When he's in the reverse, he can maybe embody a more selfish energy. This could be somebody who is more concerned about himself than others, somebody who might be in a position of a, you know, a head of a household or something of that nature, but he's not behaving in the traditional manner that, you know, he would be in that position if he's doing the job the right way. And I say doing the job, I don't mean that, you know, he has a job to do if he's a patriarch, but your typical, stereotypical patriarch of a family, the breadwinner, you know. And again, I want to remind my female viewers, you can embody the king energy. So just be aware of that. This could be your energy or somebody that you're dealing with. But I feel like, at least right now, what I'm feeling based on the cards, is this person has achieved, he's on the winning side. Let's call it the winning side. Because again, I feel like there was some kind of conflict or dispute. There's a group, a person or a group of people that are happy with the end results of whatever occurred. And then there's this group of people who are not content. And I feel like this king is on the winning side. I think that he's got the Wheel of Fortune in his corner. So he's gained something positive out of the situation. Don't bite. Ooh, I could tell you were getting ready to do that. And you know what? If you want to stay warm under my hair, you can't bite my ear, because I will put you on your cage. She bit pretty hard too. This bird. She doesn't know how good she has it. She better behave. Because I'm telling you what, I'm not going to put up with the ear biting thing. I'm just not going to do it. Be a good bird. So yeah, there's this definite imbalance or sides to the situation, a winning side and a losing side, to keep it simple. I feel like there are other people who are happy with, I don't think it's just this King of Pentacles, but I feel like there could be someone else or a small group of people who are also on the winning side. Let's get some more cards out here for Leo and see what else we get. Four of Wands. This could be, again, a family situation. It feels like that. It feels like strongly like that's probably the case with the Ten of Pentacles out here too, because these feel, whatever's going on here, there's relationships of longevity, established connections that have lasted the test of time that you've had for a while, Leo. So if it's not a family situation, if let's say it's a business partners or whatever, you've known these people or this person for a long period of time. Four of Swords in reverse. Eight of Cups in reverse. Three of Pentacles. Queen of Swords. Page of Swords. The Sun. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So now we have a King and a Queen of Pentacles both in reverse. Excuse me. I'm having issues with my throat this morning. Okay, so I get a strong feeling with this set of cards over here. I get the strong feeling like there was whatever happened here, there was some kind of peaceful agreement. And when I say peaceful, I mean that it's possible that both sides agreed that the best way to come to terms with it, whatever needed to happen, whatever clarity needed to be gained, or situation needed to be resolved, whatever conflict occurred here. I just get the sense that both parties agreed that it was probably the best bet to maybe you got a mediator involved. Again, that maybe this was a situation where you were in court, there were some lawyers involved, or a negotiating team, or something of that nature. But there was an agreement that occurred. It feels like it was. I mean, again, there's always going to be a winning side and a losing side. Don't bite my ear. There's always going to be that, right, Leo? But I get the feeling like both parties are satisfied to the point where it feels fair. Let's put it that way. It feels fair to me. Because there may have been, a contract or something signed where both parties agreed on the terms, whatever the case may be. But there definitely is an ending here as a result of a conflict. I feel like it has to do with the family situation. This could be a family business that is being divided up, or someone might be leaving a situation, so there's some monetary agreements needed to be made. We have a Queen of Swords on the table in the upright. we have this Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to shuffle these up and get some more cards out here. So this King and Queen of Pentacles feel like they could be the two main players in this situation. This could very well be a married couple going through a divorce, business partners, divvying up the business after they've decided to go their separate ways. This could be family members who own property together, or something of that nature. It just feels like a separation of assets, a division of assets, or a settlement. So I get the feeling like this king is on the quote-unquote winning side, and this queen feels like she's on the quote-unquote losing side. Is it quote-unquote or quote-end quote? I've heard both lately, and I grew up thinking it was quote-unquote. Now I hear quote-end quote. Which one did I grow up hearing? Now they both sound right to me. I think they both are. Anyway, I think that this queen is on the losing side, quote unquote. See, I said end. I'm gonna stick with end. Let's get some more cards out, Leo, and see what else we get. I'm holding out my analysis of this Queen of Swords. She feels like she almost feels like an external party, an outsider watching the situation. She could have been one of the parties involved in helping out with this conflict. She's down here with the Emperor in reverse and the Five of Swords. She may have been on the losing side with this Queen of Pentacles. And I say that because of the Emperor in reverse with the Five of Swords. Okay, so let's go ahead and get some more cards out here. We have the Seven of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords in reverse, Page of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles in reverse, there's the King of Swords. He's out here with this Five of Swords and the Queen of Swords now. Seven of Swords. That's an uncomfortable card to come out. Well, we'll see what happens here. We have the Three of Pentacles in reverse this time. It's in upright. It's in the upright over here. And then Strength. Okay, so I just want to go ahead and say this. Yesterday I did 4 readings. All of them were really complicated. I mean, I was sitting there going back and forth, looking at the different cards, trying to make the connections. This is one of those readings where it's just like a storybook. It's just, I'm just turning the pages. And then we have this little surprise ending at this one chapter where the Seven of Swords pops up. So there was some decision made with regard to some kind of dispute or conflict. There's a winning side and a losing side. I feel like there may have been mediators or people who were hired or brought in to help work through the situation. I believe it's this King of Swords, Queen of Swords. If these aren't outside parties, if this isn't like a team of lawyers, we had that yesterday too a lot. This whole idea that there may be legal disputes or that kind of thing, you know, things going on in a courthouse, you know, that kind of stuff. Anyway, I get the feeling like these people, if they're not external parties who are helping with whatever conflict is going on here, which I feel that they are, they could potentially represent the higher selves of this King and Queen of Pentacles. She's biting my ear again, if you couldn't tell. I want to get her off my shoulder and put her on the cage, but I'm afraid to dig my hand in there to get her because she'll bite me. So I'm going to leave her there. As long as she doesn't bite my ear. If she starts biting my ear, I have to get her off. Anyway, this King of Pentacles may have been proactive in making a decision to get somebody involved, because I do feel like this was a situation where possibly there was this foresight where one or both parties realized that there probably wouldn't be an agreement made unless there was like a third party mediator type situation. This strongly feels like a workplace situation. It could be a family business. It could be a married couple that work together. Because that's where the ending is coming in. There's it feels like this could be also a family dynamic, for example, where maybe the business side or the financial piece of the relationship got in the way of the relationship. Because I feel like a decision was made regarding some kind of work situation, some kind of collaboration, some kind of, again, if they were involved in business together, that has ended. It is also possible with these pages coming out that there could potentially have been children involved, and the reason why the agreement occurred the way it did, or where a mediator was brought in or something of that nature, is to make sure that everybody was treated fairly, especially if there were children involved. It'll be interesting if we get the Hierophant in reverse coming out here, which would to me indicate divorce or something of that nature, because that's what this feels like. But I suppose it could, you know, like I said, it could be a workplace situation, it could be business partners, but it's that kind of energy where some big things are needing to be settled, maybe significant number of assets, or the value of the assets feels significant, so that, again, it's not just one of those things where you go to a local notary or whatever and fill out a legal document, get it notarized, and send it off to the courthouse. You know, it's not that type of legal agreement. It's bigger than that. You know, it's possible too with these pages, and I'm going to give these pages a little bit of credit, because I feel like these pages could be responsible for helping things move along smoothly. And you know, sometimes it's the youngest folks, the people who are most immature, the people who don't have the life experience, the innocent folks in our lives who seem to have the most common sense. Would you agree, Leo? I mean, there's a lot of people out there. I don't care how old you get. Just because you're old doesn't mean you're wise. We would like to think that, right? But that's not always the case. Carmela, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what your plan is. You can see she's inching her way over here, and I don't know what her plan is. I don't trust her. I don't trust her. Anyway, so I'm going to give a little bit of credit to these pages, Leo, because it's possible, it is possible with the way the cards are coming out, that this was a significant influence, is these pages. Get some more cards out. Ow! See? Oh, yeah. You are shit. Okay, I'm going to lay these down. I'm not shuffling anymore. I'm going to take her off my shoulder with my yellow lighter, because she will step onto my finger if she sees it. Come here, Carmela. Come here. Come here. Good girl. And then you go up there. Phew, I can relax now. I just never know when she's gonna bite my ear, and it gets, you know, that's not, here I am shuffling again. I said I wasn't gonna shuffle. Okay, one more one more shuffle. Sorry, Leo, I am really off my game this morning, but this reading is very interesting. I'm gonna go ahead and get our last round out and see what else we can get for you, Leo. Here we go. So there's the Page of Wands again, just as I got done talking about the pages. And then we have the Empress in reverse. And the King of Pentacles in the upright is down here too. I don't usually take that card, but it's there. Then we have the Hanged Man in reverse. Seven of Cups. Ten of Pentacles for the third time in the upright again. I still haven't addressed the Seven of Swords here too. It may not be as horrible of a card as I think it is, as I usually think it is when it comes out. Nine of Cups. The Devil. Why did he have to make an appearance? Oh, okay. And then we have the Queen of Cups. Okay. Leo, so I don't know if this is going to be true for everyone. This is one of those parts where some of the reading may resonate for you while other parts may not, because now this last round of cards, I've got some pretty significant details regarding the situation. So let's go through some of them. Some of them might apply to you, some of them may not. Okay, so up here what I'm getting is there was definitely some kind of influence. It could have been attached to the children involved in the situation where, and again, if it's not children, it could be young people. These pages could indicate, let's say this was a business situation and these are employees. The young people could have been the ones with the voice of reason is what I'm getting. There is, and then we had the Page of Cups in reverse here as well, which came out the very first card. So I feel like if it's not children, then it could be young people involved who seem to be the voice of reason within the situation. And there is definitely some kind of established, it could be a home, could be a business, it could be assets, it could be something that has been built over time. Something that this situation or this family or this couple, this King and Queen of Pentacles, they've built over time. It's a foundation to this connection, to this relationship. So it feels like something established. I think that this was an agreement made between people who probably couldn't decide how to fairly or equally work this out. And so I think that there was some mediation. Now, I think that the goal between now again, if this is not, this feels like this King and Queen of Swords feels like people who are involved in the situation who helped mediate the situation with this family connection, or again, close group of people. I think that the goal was to try to salvage what they could with regard to what had been built between these two. In other words, let's say this was a family business. It's possible, instead of just like dismantling the whole business, this King and Queen of Swords helped lead the way in a manner where the business could be saved. You know, people had the assets were split in some way where they could still save the business, but everybody was still happy, right? I'm still confused by that Seven of Swords. I can't lie. I mean, I just... It could just represent the maybe the doubt or feeling skeptical about whether or not, things could be saved or could be salvaged going into a situation like this. Because I do feel like there was a division of property, division of assets, division of some kind of financial assets. So that, it could just mean that. It could be that simple. Maybe I'm trying to read too much into it. Now here's the part I've been saving for last, because this is the part that surprised me a little bit. This Queen of Pentacles could very well be on the losing end. And when I say losing, I mean, the person who maybe didn't get what she was hopeful for in this agreement. The judge ruled again in the favor of this King of Pentacles versus this Queen of Pentacles. And I think part of the reason could be because we got the Three of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Three of Swords in reverse, a third party situation. And when I say third party, it could very well be a romantic, intimate third-party situation with the Devil and the Queen of Cups coming out as the very last two cards in connection with this Queen of Pentacles. So if, and again, this might be the part of the reading that maybe doesn't resonate for you, Leo. I'm just saying, this is definitely significant, at least for some of you. But I feel if it was ruled that the Queen of Pentacles ultimately was responsible for the demise of this connection or this business or whatever this is, then it makes sense that she would be on the quote-unquote losing end of some kind of legal dispute. Right, Leo? I don't, however, feel, even though she's on that losing end of this situation, that she's unhappy. Because I get the feeling with this Queen of Cups coming out, she could be moving on to a relationship that's much more satisfying for her, that will help her heal, help her regain her confidence, her strength, her sense of joy in life, whatever the case may be. I do feel like while she may not have been on the winning side, ultimately she's going to be okay. It worries me a little bit with this Devil coming out, but that could just represent, the whole idea of the third party situation. It doesn't have to be, I mean, if there was some kind of affair, infidelity, whatever, obviously that could be what this Devil's all about. It doesn't have to mean that she's entered into a toxic relationship. Of course, that could be the case too. Or a toxic situation, which is the reason behind all of this mess that we got going on here. And again, I say mess, but just because it's, hard things going on in life. But I don't feel like this was a mess. I feel like it was actually handled pretty well, based on what I'm seeing in the cards. So if you had an ugly divorce, the whole idea that this was handled well probably won't ring true for you. If that's what it is, a divorce. If you had an ugly separation or ugly ending with a business partner, then the fact that all is well and all is said and done and it was all feels fair and equitable and all that stuff may not ring true to you. But that's what I'm seeing in the cards. I'm not saying that there's not some healing that needs to be done and people needing to recover from the situation, because I definitely feel that's the case. But I don't, am I taking this? I'm going to take this one. Okay. I don't feel that it's as bad as some of those situations can get, if you know what I mean, Leo, right? I mean, if you're a certain age and a certain level of maturity, most of us have been through some kind of crap like this at some point in our lives. And sometimes those situations are really ugly and long and drawn out, and sometimes they're short and sweet, still painful and hard, but short and sweet, the job gets done, you know, whatever. I feel like that's the case for this situation. Okay, so we have abundance, which came out. That's interesting. Because, of course, the Ten of Pentacles indicates abundance. So, I mean, again, all's well that ends well. That could be, this could indicate that, you know what? Things are moving on as they should. So this came out in the upright. It's one of the major arcana cards. The major arcana cards in the Dreams of Gaia Tarot do have past, present, future, and potential blockage if it's reversed. This, of course, was in the upright. I am going to read, I think I'm probably going to read present, because this feels like a present situation. So I'm gonna go ahead and read the present. It's way too long for me to read all of them, and that's why I'm picking and choosing. But this one is about a page and a half, page and 3/4. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. It's turning into kind of a long reading, but it is what it is. Okay, Leo, here we go. When the abundance card appears in the present position, it symbolizes a need to embrace an abundance consciousness. Try to let go and relax. Just allow things to flow. Focus on enjoying what you are doing and being in the moment rather than grasping, speculating, and expecting. Ask yourself, what is it that you want and why do you want it? Is there a possibility that you want or desire something just because another person has it, because it will increase your social status, or that it will make others like or respect you more? If this is what you desire and it makes you happy, then that is your choice. But take this opportunity to try doing everything for love, and you might discover that you fulfill those desires and more. When you embrace an abundance consciousness, you will find that you have love in plentiful supply. Focus on doing things that you love and doing things for love just because you love. Even if a sacrifice is required for you to get what you want, if you do it for love, you will not see it as a sacrifice. That could be direct advice for this queen. Whatever she did, yeah, maybe it caused some problems and some conflict, but if she's moving into a relationship that you know, is loving and fulfilling for her, then maybe she can feel abundant, even though maybe she lost something from this previous ending. Just a thought. All right. Of course, everything we desire has a price. The physical price might be money or time or action in the form of constant effort and commitment. But if the energetic currency is always love, the results will be abundance. So love the experience, love the journey. The abundance card is the presence. In the present suggests we put love first by making time for what we love, taking joy in our love, sharing our love, and giving what we wish to receive. If you want love, be loving and do the things that you love to do. Love your life. It will always come back to you. When you love, you get love back. When you give something your undivided attention and interest, and do so only because you enjoy it, then you will get back all that you love. You have all that love you have invested in return. To apply this to business, be generous in spirit and nature to your customers and clients, and supportive of all other small businesses. Give them a reason to want to come back, and they will. Give them a reason to respect and support you, and they will. Also, try not to be competitive. Just because another person has a similar business in the same street or patch of cyberspace, that does not mean that they are going to steal your sales or customers. Instead of worrying about rivals, focusing on offering the best service or quality product you can provide. Be abundant with your body as well. Rather than indulging in unhealthy habits, nurture your body and give it everything that it needs. Feed your body an abundance of healthy, natural foods, diets, give them up. Move, eat well, savor what you eat, make it a sensory experience, and enjoy it. And nurture your mind as well by avoiding the media, which too often feeds its images of hopelessness or lack that creates a grasping mentality of want that has you working harder and harder for less. Amen to that. As for time, that too is plentiful. It never runs out, except when you restrict and limit it. So stop counting your minutes, stop rushing. Instead, take the time to relax and breathe in the beauty of life that surrounds you. Tip your face toward the sunlight, dance in the rain, jump in puddles, laugh at the wind. Failure, disappointment, loss, let go and embrace a positive mindset. See an opportunity to learn and grow in every experience, even those that have caused you pain. There is good in every situation, if you are willing to see it. Most importantly, let go of worry and have faith. That bill will get paid, the money you need for school or business will manifest, but you also have to be willing to make things happen instead of waiting for it to happen. Well, I just love that card. I mean, very rarely do we get to end on the rainbows, you know, pots of gold and leprechauns jumping all around, right? And that card for me was all about, you know, the unicorns and the fairies coming out of the woods and dancing around with you. I mean, you know, what more could you ask for? So the Seven of Swords, as I was reading this too, and I was thinking about this Queen of Cups, it could very well be that this was the deception that was involved in this family unit, this family dynamic, which is what caused it to end in the first place. There could have been this deception. But I do feel, again, I strongly feel like there is... I don't know where I had this one. Oh, put that in the wrong spot. There's this desire with all parties involved to take care of business, get the job done, move past the unpleasantness of it all, and embrace a new beginning where everybody can be happy and get, you know, heal from the past and learn from the mistakes and embrace the abundance that we have if we just focus on what we love and who we love and how to manifest that into our lives. So I really like this card. I'm glad we ended on that note, Leo. This is a longer video than I normally do, but I enjoyed it. It was a great reading. It was really interesting and fun to do. I know that there are challenging pieces of this reading, and so I hope that you're moving forward and doing okay with all of that. I really appreciate you watching. If the reading resonated, please like, share, subscribe. If you feel like leaving a comment, telling your story, I always appreciate that. So thanks so much, Leo. I will see you next time. Bye.